Oh, snap. Alright. So I've had the Dan A4H2O for about 3 to 4 weeks now, I'd say, and I think this is a pretty good looking case, especially if you have the space to put on top of your desk. It's a mini ITX case. It's a sandwich style layout. It's exactly the Dan A4H2O. And if you're interested on how I put this together, definitely stay tuned as we're going to go over that process today. So first off, we'll have to remove the thumb screws. Next, we can remove the side panels, as well as the top panel too. We have HD audio, USB header, the power switch, and USB-C. Also a bag o' goodies. Then we're going to want to remove the top mount for the AIO. Then you'll have to remove the 4 screws for your PSU shroud. Before mounting your AIO to the bracket, make sure that you have the bracket facing upwards. Here, as you can see, the mount does not sit flush and the L is upwards and away. Next, attach your fans to your AIO. Also, when you're passing in your AIO pump, make sure it sits towards the front of the case, and don't forget to make sure you grab all the wires to come through. Next, you'll want to pop on the back plate for your motherboard. Here, I'm using the B450i Strix. I found it easier to plug in the top of the corners first before moving on to the bottom. Then you're going to want to grab your motherboard. Here I have a 5900X, and let's get this thing ready. Just slowly lower this in and just line it up with the back plate. Then we grab our screws for our motherboard and just plug those in. I did have one issue though with the motherboard. I couldn't squeeze it to the bottom corner, however, I was able to fit 3 of the 4 on, so I'm happy with that. Here I'm installing my SF750. Make sure you grab the screws from your bag of goodies from earlier, and don't forget to set the fans facing outwards. One more thing, please make sure you flip the switch to the on position before plugging this in. Here I'm just going to remove the bottom plate so I can kind of cable manage it a little bit better while I'm doing this in the process. Then you're going to want to plug in your CPU power cable. I've already plugged in my 24 power pin, so you can plug those in however you like whenever you're ready. Here I'm just prepping the riser cable and I'm just going to plug that directly into the motherboard. Now for the front panel connectors, here I'm just plugging in the HD audio, and since my B450 Strix doesn't support a USB-C header, I'm just going to plug that into the bottom area for now. Tuck it away for now. Now I have my Trident Z RAM, and we're just going to plop each stick in, and that's pretty straightforward, I'd say. Then we'll get our CPU pump block ready and take off the plastic cover and put on some thermal paste, and we're ready to go. Tighten down the screws, and that's pretty much it. Here I'm getting the rest of my power supply cables ready, so I'm preparing for my GPU insert. I think it's pretty nice to have the sleeved cables on the SF750 here, so I think it'd be kind of difficult with a stiffer cable set. Since I have a 3080 Ti being put in here, I'm going to remove all those expansion slots in the back. And then we're going to basically slide this through the front panel and hope it fits inside the case. After all is said and done, let's put the screws back in to hold the GPU in case. And then now we're just going to plug in the power cables to power up this 3080 Ti. And squeeze all these cables in, and hopefully, pray to God, this is going to close. And another one, just squeezing it in, and we'll see if this works. Don't forget, before closing up your case, to check that the fans can spin. After all that, your case is done and your build is ready to go, and just boot it up. Now, if you're curious about the performance of this case, definitely check out the video that I'm gonna have linked right here. As well as if you have any questions or comments or thoughts or anything I can improve on my build guide, definitely leave a comment down below as well. I'll check you guys out next time. Peace.